Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're gonna be talking about tectonic plates and the history behind it. What are tectonic plates? Tectonic plates are like puzzle pieces. It constantly moves, but you can't really feel it because it's moving quite slowly. But sometimes, rarely, you can feel the ground moving really fast, causing an earthquake. There are three types of earthquakes: the convergent boundary, divergent boundary, and transform fault. Firstly is the convergent boundary. The convergent boundary is where one plate is forced over another during earthquakes, forming mountains, causing a process which is called subduction. Subduction means the downward movement of a tectonic plate beneath the Earth's crust into the mantle, forming a subduction zone. The convergent boundary can also sometimes cause the eruption of volcano. When the forced plate goes further into the mantle, as it melts, magma starts rising to inland. Now we're moving on to the divergent boundary. The divergent boundary is another type of earthquake. What it does is when two plates drift apart, forming a rift zone, giving life to a new ocean floor. The rift zone can also be known as the mid-ocean ridge. The divergent boundary is also a process of forming a new tectonic plate. How that will happen is the widening crust will eventually become thin enough that a piece of continent will break off, forming a new tectonic plate. Now it's the last one, the transform fault. The transform fault is where two plates slip or rub by each other. This is also known as the strike slip. The most famous transform boundary is the San Andreas fault. This means the transform fault happens mostly at the San Andreas fault. Fun fact, did you know that earthquakes are always happening several hundred times a day worldwide? Now we're gonna talk about the theory of tectonic plates and continental drift. Once there was a man named Alfred Wegener. He was usually given the credit for the discovery of plate tectonics. Alfred Wegener believed that 200 million years ago, it was all as one continent called Pangaea. Over millions of years, Pangaea broke apart into the continents we know today. Into the process he calls continental drift. In that time, scientists was not impressed of his ideas and dismissed him. But until today, his ideas was the basics of the plate tectonics theory. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.